She was barely moving, soaked from the rain, alone on a street where no one was stopping. But what happened next reminds us why kindness still matters. It was late. The rain had been falling for hours, turning the city streets into a gray, blurry mess. Streetlights reflected off the wet pavement, creating long, distorted streaks of color. Most people were rushing home, heads down, buried under umbrellas and hoods, their only thought to escape the cold and get dry. It's the kind of night where the world seems to shrink, where everyone retreats into their own small, warm spaces. But on the side of a busy road, almost invisible against the dark, wet concrete, there she was. A tiny kitten. So small she looked like a little shadow that had been left behind. She was curled up into a tight ball, trying to conserve whatever warmth she had left. Her fur, once probably soft and fluffy, was plastered to her tiny frame, drenched and matted by the relentless downpour. She was shaking, a constant, uncontrollable tremor that ran through her entire body. It was a tremor born from cold, from fear, and from sheer exhaustion. As cars sped past, their headlights would momentarily illuminate her, a fleeting glimpse of a life in peril, before plunging her back into the darkness. She didn't run when the lights hit her. She didn't cry out for help. She just looked up with wide, vacant eyes. Like she had already given up hope. Like the world had already shown her its harshest side, and she had accepted it. At that moment, she didn't need food, though she was surely starving. She didn't even need shelter, though the rain was chilling her to the bone. More than anything else, she needed someone to notice her. She needed to be seen. Stories like this happen every single day, in every city, in every town. They happen in the quiet alleyways and on the bustling streets. Animals get abandoned for reasons they will never, ever understand. Sometimes it's because they're too small and fragile. Sometimes it's because they get sick and the cost is too high. Sometimes it's just because they become too much of a responsibility. A life, once cherished, becomes an inconvenience. But here's the thing, animals don't know what abandon means. They don't understand the human logic behind it. They don't comprehend budgets or allergies or moving to a new apartment that doesn't allow pets. They only know one thing, they're waiting. Waiting for the familiar scent, the familiar voice, the familiar hands of the people who were their whole world. They wait, with a loyalty that defies reason, for the people who are never coming back. For them, the world simply stops, and all that's left is the waiting. When a rescuer finally saw her and cautiously approached, the kitten didn't move. There was no hiss, no attempt to flee, no defensive posture. Most stray animals, especially ones that have been mistreated, will instinctively run from a human. But she was different. There was no fear in her eyes, no resistance in her body. Just tired, weary eyes, watching. As if she was too drained to even feel fear anymore. Her spirit was as soaked as her fur. And then, something truly powerful happened. Something that speaks volumes about the resilience of the heart. As the rescuer's gentle hand reached out, slowly, deliberately, the kitten leaned forward. Just a tiny movement. It wasn't because she understood she was being saved. It wasn't a calculated move for survival. It was an instinct deeper than fear. It was a flicker of hope. A sign that even after being broken and discarded, some small part of her still wanted to believe in kindness. Even broken trust still hopes for a reason to mend itself. That single step, that tiny lean forward, changed everything. In that one moment, a connection was made. The world shifted. Carefully, she was lifted from the cold, wet ground. Her little body felt weightless, fragile. She was wrapped in a warm, dry towel, a cocoon of softness against her cold skin. Out of the rain, shielded from the wind, the shivering began to subside. For the first time in who knows how long, she felt safe. The constant tension that had gripped her body began to release. Her breathing, which had been shallow and rapid, slowed to a steady rhythm. Her tiny body, which had been coiled tight against the world, finally relaxed. And in that quiet moment, as she lay nestled in the warmth of the towel, you could see it. A profound change. She wasn't just surviving anymore. She was healing. The healing wasn't just physical, it was happening somewhere much deeper. The fear in her eyes was being replaced by a quiet curiosity. The despair was giving way to a nascent sense of peace. But this story isn't just about one kitten. It's a symbol. It's about all the ones we walk past every day. The ones hidden in the shadows, the ones whose silent cries we don't hear over the noise of our own lives. The ones we don't notice. The ones who are out there, right now, just like she was, hoping someone will stop. Kindness doesn't always have to be a grand gesture. It doesn't always look big or heroic. Sometimes, kindness looks like stopping in the rain for a life that everyone else has passed by. It's the decision to see what others overlook. It's the choice to act when it's easier to keep walking. It's about offering warmth when the world is cold. If this story moved you, if it sparked something in your heart, please consider supporting the animal rescue efforts in your local area. There are so many ways to help. You don't have to adopt to make a difference. You don't even need to have money to donate. Sometimes, just sharing awareness is enough. Sharing a post, talking to a friend, amplifying the voice of those who can't speak for themselves. These actions create ripples of change. They can be the difference between a life saved and a life lost. Thank you for watching. And thank you, from the bottom of our hearts, for choosing kindness. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that matter.